Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Traveler. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be talking about some must-haves for your cruise carry-on bag. So now let's take a look at some items you should have with you that you are carrying on your cruise and not packed in your luggage. Items that you do not want to forget. Number one is travel documents. Now, this is very important. Make sure that you have your travel documents on you, such as your passport or your ID, birth certificate, visa, whatever's required for whatever ship, whatever country you're going to have different requirements. Make sure you have your cruise documents. I usually print out a set of them and I also have them on my phone, but if something were to happen to my phone, I wouldn't have them. I keep all my documents in one place. I have this one that I got on Amazon and I'll put the link below on this. I just put this in my tote bag, my purse, a big tote purse. And this has many compartments, so you can put all your IDs in here, paperwork. I just slip them in this pocket right here, my documents and everything, and I have everything all together. It does zip up. It also has a tag on it that you can put your name, address, phone number on in case it were to get lost. It has a wristband you can carry it with, but I just put it in my bag. That way everything's in one place. You don't want to pack your documents into your luggage and then that goes on the ship. You may not get on that ship if you've done that. So just make sure that all your documents are there, that they're in order. Make sure that your passport is not going to expire within 6 months of your cruise because some countries won't allow you to do that. So make sure your passports are up to date, not going to expire, and everything is set to go. Don't forget them at home. That would be really bad. Number two is medications. Now make sure you have all your important daily medications, prescription medications that you need with you and not packed in your luggage. Because if your luggage gets lost for any reason or your luggage gets delayed getting to you and you need that medication, that would not be good. So make sure and carry that on with you. Number three is a change of clothes. Now, this depends on the person. I don't normally take a change of clothes, but a lot of people do. Now, they take this for different reasons. They may want to go to the pool right away, so they include their bathing suit in there and maybe some flip-flops or something so that they can go to the pool because your luggage doesn't usually get to your room right away. It could be delivered up until about 3 o'clock. 1 to 3 is normally when it's delivered. So if you want to go to the pool or something, take that with you in your bag. And then other people do take a change of clothes just in case they spill something on them, they get into some dirt or something. But that's the reason to take a change of clothes or a bathing suit with you if you wanted to do that. Now, number four is smartphone and charger. Now, I know most people nowadays aren't going to forget their smartphone and charger, but I've heard of people that actually left their cell phone at home and completely forgot it or went ahead and just stuck it in their luggage and then they needed it for some reason. And you'll also want to have your charger because if you've been traveling before you got there, your battery may be low and you don't get to your room to get your charger for a while. So just pack that in your bag with you to make sure that you have it. It's a good idea to make a checklist before you travel. I make a checklist of what I should put in my carry-on bag and actually make a checklist of items I want to bring with me on a specific cruise, and then I just check them off to make sure I have them. Number five is cash and credit cards. Now, sure, you paid for your cruise already, but you may want to pay for extras like souvenirs, drinks, things in ports and stuff like that. Now, in places like Mexico, it's safer to just use cash, small bills, not large bills, rather than to use a credit or debit card. A lot of times in ports, I've heard of people getting ripped off you don't really know because they're converting your money over and you don't really know what that conversion is. So it's just better in foreign countries like that to take some cash with you, and you'd also want to have some small bills for tips, like tipping the porters or a Lyft or taxi, whatever you're doing there. But it's a good idea to carry some cash, not a whole lot of cash with you, but some cash with you and credit cards. Number 6 is sunscreen and a lip balm. Now, especially if you're going to go out to the pool that first day, make sure and have some sunscreen with you. You're out on the water, and especially if you're in the Caribbean, the sun can be very, very hot, and you can burn very easily. So if you're going to be out in the sun that first day, even just walking around the decks before you get your luggage, make sure and have some kind of sunscreen. You can get a little travel one and throw it in your purse, and make sure you have some, lip balm that's going to protect your lips. Number 7 is sunglasses. Now, I don't go anywhere without my sunglasses. I cannot see out in the sun. And I always take a spare pair with me because I've had my sunglasses break on the cruise. And then I was kind of stuck till I got to a port. So now I always have a spare pair of sunglasses with me. And especially take some for your children also. If they're going to be out playing in the splash pool or playing out, make sure they have some sunglasses or something to protect them. I know one of my granddaughters, she usually wears like a ball cap to protect her eyes from the sun because she doesn't like to wear sunglasses. So just something to protect their eyes. That's very important. Number 8 is jewelry and valuables. Now, this would be expensive jewelry and valuables if you're taking those with you, and I don't recommend that you do. It is not safe to be wearing, designer jewelry or having designer bags or anything when you're in a cruise port. The thieves prey on that. They see that. Even if it's a knockoff, they don't know it and they might go for it. So if you want to take some piece of jewelry or a bag for formal night on the cruise ship, that's okay. But once you get into your room, if you want to carry that on the ship with you so that nothing happens to it in your luggage, and then put it in the safe once you get to your room. Another thing to take with you is a reusable water bottle, and usually like an insulated one. We take the metal or aluminum insulated water bottles with us on every cruise because they have water filling stations where you can fill up your bottle throughout the different cruise ships. So I would recommend taking that with you. I don't usually carry that with me when I'm getting on the ship. I usually pack that in my bag because I know I'm getting on there just, and I can get like iced tea is complimentary, lemonade, water. You can still get water anywhere on the ship in glasses and things like that. But some people like to pack that with them. If you're taking a backpack, just slide it in the bottle pouch or something and have that with you. And number 10 is snacks. Now, some people like to take snacks to carry on. Now, especially if you're taking children or smaller children that are going to get antsy or they're hungry before you can get to some food, take some snacks with you. Now, if you're going to take them on the ship, they have to be prepackaged and closed up and everything like that. Little cookies, crackers, things like that. You can take on the ship, or some people, like I know my husband was diabetic, and sometimes when he would get hungry, he would have to eat right then, and we might be somewhere where he couldn't eat. So he would always carry little hard candies with him to pop in his mouth, to get some sugar into him in case we couldn't get to somewhere to eat on time. So it's just a good idea to have little snacks with you if you think you're going to need them for some reason. Number 11 is reading glasses, which these are reading glasses, but I wear them all the time because I have a scarred cornea in my right eye and they can't fit me for regular glasses. So I just about wear my reading glasses everywhere except for driving. I always carry at least 2 pair with me because twice on my cruises I have broke my reading glasses. They've either fallen or something happened. It's happened to me last cruise again in Alaska. I had 2 pair with me, but I broke one. So I went out to a port in Alaska and I bought a second one so that I always have a pair with me because I don't want them broke on the cruise ship where I can't repair them and then I can't see till I get into a port to buy them. So if you need reading glasses, make sure to pack them with you, and I recommend taking a spare pair if you really need them, like I need mine. Number 12 is kids essentials. Now, if you're traveling with kids, make sure and pack all the essentials that you'll need for them, such as a diaper bag or a separate bag with the children's things in it. Perhaps a change of clothing or diapers, wipes, snacks, toys, etc. Make sure and carry that on the ship with you because, again, you won't get your luggage for a while and you might need these items. And then number 13 is hand sanitizer. Now, I always carry a little travel bottle of hand sanitizer in my bag or purse, whatever I'm taking with me anywhere. I always have it. So it's a good idea to use that. If you're at a place where you can't wash your hands, you want to use the hand sanitizer, especially if you're going to eat somewhere. Make sure you use hand sanitizer, especially on a ship. The neurovirus can break out there so quickly, so you always want to wash your hands with soap and water. Do that as a number one thing over hand sanitizer. But if you're somewhere where you can't get to that soap and water, sanitizer will fill in until you can get there and wash your hands. So there's some items that you should take with you on your cruise. Not pack them away. Put them in your bag you're carrying on, a backpack, a tote bag, whatever you're taking. Have those items with you and it'll just make your trip a little easier. Are there any items that you guys carry on that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. But I want to thank you all for stopping by today. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me grow. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to see you again on my channel, The Golden Traveler. Bye for now. Have a wonderful day.